Hello, and welcome to this week's women's football chat, focusing on everything in the third and fourth tiers of women's football here in England. That's the FA Women's National League. My name is Chris Gadsby. I'm here every Thursday at 6 p.m. to bring you the very latest from the 6 divisions in the FAWNL, all of the results, the news, the tables and the fixtures. We're right here on this show, both on YouTube with the video version and on your chosen audio streaming service. So you can listen to this on the move. Now, it's been a very busy week. We've had the first lot of midweek fixtures. Some of those are tonight as well. You'll see those coming up. So we're going to jump straight into it because we've got pretty much double the amount of results to go through as we normally do. So we'll get straight down to it. We'll start from the weekend results in the Northern Premier Division. Brighouse Town against Boldmere St Michael's postponed due to problems with the stadium at Brighouse. It was the floodlights, if I remember correctly. Some problems there, so that game got postponed. Burnley beating Stoke City by 1-0. Millie Grace Ravening, the only goal of the game there for Burnley, right on the stroke of half-time, 45th minute, giving them a 1-0 victory. Derby County drawing with Liverpool Feds by, 1 goal each. Liverpool Feds nearly getting the victory here away at Derby. Abby Pope in the 66th minute, putting Liverpool Feds in front, but Amy Sims in the 5th minute of added time at the end of the 90 equalised for Derby County and rescued them a point. Wolverhampton Wanderers continuing where they left off last season after that opening day draw with Liverpool Feds. A 5-0 victory here against Huddersfield Town. Marie Gauntlet, Tammy George, Amber Hughes, Jade Cross and Amy Dickin with the goals for Wolves. A convincing victory for them. Nottingham Forest, good result again. Another clean sheet for them. 2-0 against AFC Fylde. Sophie Domingo in the 40th minute and Olivia Cook 15 minutes from time gave Andy Cook's side the 2-0 victory. And West Bromwich Albion getting a 4-1 victory over Loughborough Lightning. 2 for Shannon Stamps, 1 for Janelle Stracker, and 1 for Ashley Brown for West Bromwich Albion. No information yet about the Loughborough Lightning result. Into the midweek fixtures in the Northern Premier Division then. So Boldmere St Michael's 1, West Bromwich Albion 2, 6-point week for West Bromwich Albion. Goals from Shannon Stamps and Janelle Stracker gave them the victory. Lois Jeffries getting the only goal for Boldmere St Michael's. Another great result for Wolverhampton Wanderers, a 5-0 away win to Stoke City. That's a 10-0 week for Wolverhampton Wanderers and all away from home as well. So they're clearly carrying on where they left off last season. No information yet about their goal scorers though on the full-time website. AFC Fylde 2, Burnley 4. Another defeat to Fylde, who lost to Forest at the weekend. So they're struggling at the start of this season. Of course, they were one of the teams in and amongst it last season. It's a 4-2 victory for Burnley, but there's no information about that game at all yet on full time. And it's the same situation with Derby County against Loughborough Lightning. Derby County, a 5-0 victory last night against Loughborough. Convincing win for them, but no information about the scorers on full time just as of yet. What it means for the table then is that Burnley top the table with 9 points from a possible 9. Wolverhampton Wanderers in second on 7 points. Nottingham Forest in third on 6 points, but they've only played 2 games. They've got that game in hand. West Bromwich Albion in 4th, also on 6. Derby County in 5th with 4 points. Huddersfield Town and Stoke City 6th and 7th on 3 points. Liverpool Feds in 8th with 2 points. Brighouse Town in 9th with 1 point, but they've only played 1 game. AFC Fylde in 10th, also on 1 point. And Boldmere St Michael's and Loughborough Lightning yet to get off the mark and are in the early relegation zone for the Northern Premier Division. Southern Premier Division then, so Bridgewater United 0, Watford 2. Helen Ward in the 7th minute, opening the scoring early on for Watford. Fran Ali then doubling their advantage in the 94th minute, right towards the end of the game. to give them a 2-0 win against Bridgewater United. Cheltenham Town 2, Billericay Town 1. Battle of the promoted sides going Cheltenham Town's way. Emily Owen in the 65th minute and Lacey J. Liggett in the 78th minute. Lifting Cheltenham above Billericay Town, Ellie Jeffkins with the only goal for them. Ipswich Town losing at home 2-1 to Gillingham, who are having a great start to their season. Breon Grant in the 57th minute and Madison Chamney-Farrand in the 65th minute gave Gillingham's a 2-1 victory. Ipswich Town had gone in front in the first half. Anna Gray with their goal in the first half, but they ended up with nothing from that game. London Bees 1, Crawley Wasps 1. Courtney Ward-Chambers in the 25th minute opened the scoring. They went in 1-up at half-time, but then Phoebe Merton, just 6 minutes after coming on, she equalised in the 67th minute to give Crawley Wasps the point. Portsmouth 4, Milton Keynes Dons 1. Another good result for Portsmouth. 2 goals for Emma Jones, 22nd and 57th minute. Tierney Scott in the 34th minute and Sophie Quirk in the 36th minute that Portsmouth went in 3-0 up at half-time. Tally Miles, the only goal for Milton Keynes Dons. And finally, Plymouth Argyle 0, Oxford United 2. 2-0 victory for Oxford United, but no information about the goal scorers as of yet for Oxford. Move through into midweek in the Southern Premier Division. Crawley Wasps against Gillingham postponed because Gillingham couldn't field enough players for the game. So that game will have to be played at another point. Oxford United 3, London Bees 0. So good week for Oxford. They scored in the 2nd minute Leah Burridge and the 53rd minute Carly Johns. And that is those are the 2 goals that have been put on the system, but they won by 3-0. So there's another goal in there somewhere. Ipswich Town back to winning ways, a 1-0 victory over Billericay Town, but there's no information about that scorer as of yet. Bridgewater United 3, Plymouth Argyle 0. As Bridgewater United convincing victory over Plymouth, but no information about their scorers either. And then Milton Keynes Dons 2, Cheltenham Town 1. Molly Cooper and Trisha Hannah Gould getting the goals for Milton Keynes Dons. Amy Woven with the only goal for Cheltenham Town. Well, that means for the table, Oxford top with maximum points. Portsmouth, MK Dons, Watford and Cheltenham Town in 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th respectively, all on 6. London Bees in 6th place with 4 points. Gillingham, Bridgewater United and Ipswich Town in 7th, 8th and 9th with 3 points. Crawley Wasps in 10th with 1. Billericay Town and Plymouth Argyle in 11th and 12th, still yet to get off the mark this season. Move through then into Division 1 North. We're going to start with Barnsley 2, Leeds United 0. Goals coming in this one to Courtney Cusmore and Emily Pierpont for Barnsley, a 2-0 victory over Leeds. Hull City 1, Norton Stockton Ancients 2. Louise Deltry Todd in the 26th minute equalised after Bianca Owens had put Norton Stockton Ancients in front. It was like that until 15 minutes to go when Owens got her second of the game and gave Norton Stockton Ancients the 3 points. Merseyrail's life in Tier 4 still difficult. They lost by 4-1 at home to Durham Sestra. Erin Nicholson, 23rd minute. Poppy Pritchard, 28th minute. Leanna Giles in the 86th minute for Durham. There was also an own goal from Merseyrail on the stroke of half-time in that one. There's no information about the Merseyrail scorer on that one, but a 4-1 win for Durham Sestra. Middlesbrough 4, Chorley 2, high scoring game here. Simone Laverick, Eve Marshall, Brooke Newton and Jessica Met with the goals for Middlesbrough. Emily Stocks in the 15th minute, Jessica Gillen in the 25th minute, the 2 goals for Chorley. Newcastle came out 2-0 winners against Stockport County, who had Chloe Howard sent off towards the end. Georgia Gibson and Lauren Robson with the 2 goals for Newcastle United. And York City get a win in Tier 4, a 1-0 victory over Bradford City, but that result hasn't even been put on to full-time yet. Division 1 North in the week then. Chorley 3, Merseyrail 1. Difficult week for Merseyrail. Grace Foy in the 4th minute, Jessica Gillen in the 16th minute and Natalie Bell in the 55th minute for Chorley. No information yet about the Merseyrail scorer. Barnsley beats Bradford City away from home by a goal to nil. Again, no information on full time as of yet. I mean, these games finished at about 10 o'clock last night and it's now about 10 o'clock Thursday morning, so hasn't been a great deal of time. Durham Sestra 2, Norton Stockton Ancients 2. Bianca Owens with her third goal of the week. 43rd minute for Norton Stockton Ancients, and Nicey Fawns in the 64th minute with Norton Stockton Ancients goals, but no information about Durham Sestras. And Leeds United 4-0 victory over Stockport County. 12th and 45th minute for Abby Brown, 27th minute for Laura Bartup, and 78th minute for Macy Ellis. Well, that means Division 1 North table, Barnsley at the top with maximum points. Newcastle, Middlesbrough and Leeds United, 2nd, 3rd and 4th on 6 points. Durham Sestra and Norton Stockton Ancients are 5th and 6th with 5 points. York City in 7th with 4. Chorley in 8th with 3. Stockport County in 9th with 1. Hull City in 10th, yet to score a point, as are Bradford City and Merseyrail in 11th and 12th. As I said, next week's show, we're going to obviously look at this Sunday's fixtures coming up. Then after the Cup week, I'm going to start putting the arrows on to make it a bit easier for you to see how teams are moving. But as we'll see later on, there has been a team that's done so well this week. They went from bottom after game 1 to now 2nd, and that's kind of why I'm not putting the arrows on at the moment. Division 1 Midlands then. Leek Town 2, Northampton Town 0 at the weekend. Goals in that one coming to Cassie Hyde in the 42nd minute and Alana Tesgel in the 89th minute. So right at the end, they put that one to bed. Long Eaton United 2, Leafield Athletic 1. 2 goals for Jodie Hunter to Long Eaton United. Catherine Pagan in the 30th minute got the goal for Leafield Athletic, but not enough, and they end up falling by 2 goals to 1. Sheffield, a 2-0 victory over Solihull Moors. Good result for Sheffield. Tiana Hicks in the 24th minute. Alex O'Neill in the 29th minute gave them a clean sheet and 3 points. But the game of the day, Stourbridge, a 7-0 victory over Lincoln City. Goals coming early on. 2nd minute, Neve DC. 3rd minute, Amber Earson Lawrence. So really attacking this game hard, Stourbridge. Esme Moran in the 14th minute made it 3-0. Zoe Clark in the 19th minute made it 4. And that's how they went in at half-time. Then after half-time, Zoe Clark, 2nd of the game, 53rd minute. Alex Nicklin, 55th minute, made it 6-0. And Millie Rogers made it 7-0 in the 71st minute. Really convincing victory for Stourbridge, who have had a great week. We'll get on to that in a moment. And then Wemtown 1, Peterborough United 4, the final game from Sunday. Taylor Davis with the only goal for Wemtown. Peterborough United took the lead early on. Cassie Stewart in the 3rd minute. They went in at 1-1. And then Faith Horner, 53rd minute. Jessica Evans, 60th minute. And Megan Lawler in the 87th minute gave Peterborough all 3 points. Division 1 Midlands in the week then on Tuesday. Doncaster Rovers Bell with a narrow 2-1 victory over Sheffield. Sheffield's goal came to Tiana Hicks in the 37th minute. Nothing about Doncaster Rovers as of yet. Leek Town 5, Long Eaton United 1. Goals for Leek Town. Paris O'Connor in the 9th minute. Renee Meller in the 19th minute. 27th minute. 2 goals in the 27th minute apparently to Louise Price. They went in 4-1 up at half time. And then Cassie Hyde in the 63rd minute made it 5-1 to Leek Town. No information about the Long Eaton United scorer. Leafield Athletic against Northampton Town was 3-3 last night, but there's no information about that on full time yet. Peterborough United beat Lincoln City by 4 goals to 1. 2 own goals from Lincoln City, along with goals from Tara Kirk in the 45th minute and Cassie Stewart in the 67th minute. gave Peterborough United the 4-1 victory. And again, another good result for Stourbridge. 4-0 victory away at Sporting Cowser. I mean, they were 11-0 on the week. And because of being 11-0 on the week, they are now top of the table with 6 points and a 9-goal difference. And after losing on the opening day of the season and being down near the bottom, they've rocketed up to the top. One of 5 teams on 6 points: Stourbridge, Leek Town, Peterborough United, Sheffield and Doncaster Rovers Bells all on 6th in that order because of goal difference. Leaford Athletic in 6th with 4 points. Solihull Moors, Wemtown, Sporting Cowser and Long Eaton United all on 3 points in 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th. Northampton Town in 11th with 1 point, and Lincoln City, no points from the first 3. They're bottom of Division 1 Midlands, and not many people would have suggested that at the start of the season. Let's go through then into Division 1 South East, where at the weekend AFC Wimbledon lost to Queen's Park Rangers by a 0-0. Chloe Gunn in the 13th minute with the only goal of the game in that one. Ashford Town against Cambridge United, 3-3, thrilling game there. 2 goals for Alessia Stockton Down and 1 for Gisela Otten for Cambridge United. Ashford Town, 2nd minute of added time at the end of the first half. Ashley Cheatley, 2 for Alyssa Down, 50th and 58th minute, a 3-3 draw. Chesham United 1, London Seaward 2. Goal to Chesham United, Kate Bowers in the 70th minute. Georgia Brasselli and Ellie Pace, the 2 goals for London Seaward to give them the 2-1 victory. Biggest win of the weekend comes to Hashtag United, a 10-0 victory over Wyndham Town. A hat-trick for Malika Apinda Gill, 5th, 64th and 81st minute. A brace for Grace Gillard, 26th and 71st. And other goals to Amy Lee Abrahart, Brooke Meyer Cairns, Catherine Nutman, Emma Samways and Hayley West. 10-0 Hashtag United over Wyndham Town. Norwich City get a 1-0 win over Actonians. Rebecca Russell, the only goal. Into midweek, Actonians 0, Queen's Park Rangers 0. Wyndham Town 0, Norwich City 7. It's a bad week for Wyndham Town. We've got a hat-trick for Natasha Snelling, 1 for Rebecca Russell and 1 for Olivia Cook. And that, of course, makes 5. And there was a penalty for Katie Knights in there as well, and that appears to make 6. And another one is Megan Todd with the other goal that's not been put. That's a penalty for Megan Todd as well. That's not on the full time. So there's your 7 goals for Norwich. And then in the Cambridge derby, it's United that came on top over City, a 2-0 victory for Cambridge United. What it means for the table: Norwich City at the top with maximum points, 9 out of 9. London Seaward second with 6. Hashtag United, Cambridge United and Queen's Park Rangers on 4 points in 3rd, 4th and 5th. Cambridge City in 6th with 3 points. Ashford Town get their first point of the season, so that gives them 7 in 7th place. Wimbledon in 8th, Actonians in 9th. They're both on 1 point as well. Hounslow in 10th, having still yet to play, and Chesham United in 11th. Wyndham Town in 12th. Division 1 South West, then AFC St Austell 0, Cardiff City 9. Hat-trick each for Kerry Bartlett, Ellie Sargent and Corey Williams, trouncing AFC St Austell there. Cardiff City really going for a goal difference record so far this season. Chelsea beat Keynsham Town away from home by 3-1. Gemma Simmons 23rd minute, Natasha Wild 36th minute and Molly Jones 80th minute put them 3-0 up. 85th minute, Darcy Banfield got 1 back for Keynsham Town. Moneyfields get a 1-1 draw with Exeter City. 49th minute, Jade Widows put Moneyfields in front, but 10 minutes later, Rebecca Dandridge equalised for Exeter City. Bournemouth, a good 4-0 away win at Portishead Town. So 19th minute and 37th minute to Lucy Cooper. 50th minute to Katie James. And 77th minute, Shannon Albury gave Bournemouth the 4-0 win. And Swindon Town 2, Larkhall Athletic 1. Larkhall Athletic took the lead, Grace Eagles in the 14th minute. But 2 in the final 15 for Annabelle Colston, 75th and 88th minute gave Swindon Town the victory. And then in the week in Division 1 South West, Bournemouth drawing 1-1 with Moneyfields. 2 draws for Moneyfields this week. No information about that game as of yet. Exeter City a 5-1 win over AFC St Austell. Connie Pengelly 47th minute, Sarah Stacey 55th, Zoe Watkins 62nd, Jessica Sandland 82nd and Molly Taylor 88th. Those are the 5 goals for Exeter. No information about the AFC St Austell goal. Larkhall Athletic 2, Portishead Town 3. 2 goals for Hannah Price for Larkhall Athletic. No information about Portishead Town's goals yet. And Chelsea against Southampton women postponed because of problems with the sewage system at the stadium, which affected the clubhouse, the changing rooms and the stand on one side of the stadium. So that game got postponed. What it means for the table then, the league doesn't have anybody with maximum points. Exeter City top with 7 points, 11 goal difference. Bournemouth second, 7 points, 7 goal difference. Cardiff City are in third with 6 points, but they've only played 2. Chelsea are in fourth on 6 points, but have only played 2. Southampton women fifth, 3 points, have only played 1. Swindon Town and Portishead Town are in 6th and 7th with 3 points each. Moneyfields are in 8th with 2 points. Maidenhead United in 9th, haven't played yet, but they are down to play this weekend, get their season underway. Larkhall Athletic in 10th, yet to score a point, as are Keynsham Town and AFC St Austell, who are in 11th and 12th. Let's move on then to the fixtures we've got coming up over the next 7 days. Now, there are games tonight, which of course means the tables I've just gone through, if you're not listening within the first 3 hours of this show going live at 6 p.m. tonight, the tables are already out of date, but not a great amount I can do about that unless on midweeks I move them to Friday. Let me know if that's something you want. So tonight, Liverpool Feds against Brighouse Town. That's 8th versus 9th at the moment. Burnley take on Huddersfield. So Burnley looking to maintain their 100% record. Derby County take on Boldmere St Michael's. Nottingham Forest face Liverpool Feds. That'll be a tough test. Feds beat Forest last year in the determining round of the Cup. But Forest has said 8 goals so far this season from their 2 games. They're yet to concede. So we'll see if Forest can continue there and see if they can get back towards the top of the table. Stoke City against Brighouse Town is currently 7th versus 9th. But as I said, if Brighouse Town were to beat Liverpool Feds tonight, then they would jump up to 6th and it would all move about. West Bromwich Albion against AFC Fylde. Fylde, can they kickstart their season? And Wolverhampton Wanderers against Loughborough Lightning. Wolves in 2nd, Loughborough bottom of the table. It's kind of difficult to see past a Wolves win for that one. Southern Premier Division, no games tonight. On Sunday, Billericay Town against Milton Keynes Dons. Crawley Wasps take on Bridgewater United. Oxford United take on Cheltenham Town. Portsmouth against Gillingham. And Plymouth Argyle against London Bees. So Billericay Town, they try and get their first points of the season. Milton Keynes Dons, though, are in 3rd. It'll be a tough game for them. Plymouth Argyle hosting London Bees as well, also trying to kick their season off. Oxford United take on Cheltenham Town. Cheltenham Town are in 6th. They've won 2, lost 1. Oxford United maximum points so far this season. So Cheltenham, will be hopeful of springing a bit of an upset there, but Oxford United, a very tough team, particularly at home. Into Division 1 North, game tonight, Hull City against York City. Hull City yet to get off the mark this season. York, of course, got that victory against Bradford, so they're in mid-table. Barnsley against Durham Sestra. Leeds United take on Middlesbrough. Newcastle United against Hull City. Norton Stockton Ancients face Chorley. Stockport County will take on Bradford City. And York City will take on Merseyrail. So it could be a good week for York. They're facing, as it stands at the moment, the bottom two in Division 1 North. Division 1 Midlands then, Solihull Moors against Wem Town is taking place tonight. Lincoln City against Leek Town, Long Eaton United against Peterborough United, Northampton Town against Stourbridge, battle of the promoted sides, one going well, one with only a single point so far this season. Sheffield take on Leafield Athletic, Solihull Moors then face Doncaster Rovers Bells on Sunday, and Sporting Cowser face Wem Town. Lincoln City against Leek Town. Leek Town second. Lincoln City yet to get off the mark this season. It's been a bit of a surprise from Lincoln City after that thrilling first game with Doncaster Rovers. They find themselves bottom of the table. Division 1 South East has two games tonight. Ashford Town against AFC Wimbledon and London Seawood against #United are both tonight. Cambridge City then take on Ashford Town on Sunday. Cambridge United face Queen's Park Rangers. Cheshire United against Wyndham Town. Norwich City against London Seawood. And #United against Actonians. So it's that Cheshire United against Wyndham Town game. They're the bottom two at the moment. So one of those sides at least won't be on 0 points by the end of the night on Sunday. Wyndham Town, of course, played 3, lost 3 so far. Cheshire United have only played one game. Hounslow's game this weekend they were supposed to play has also been called off. Of course, they still haven't started yet this season. With the Cup next week, wondering how long are they able to not play and just get further and further behind the rest of the league. So they'll definitely be in the relegation zone by the end of Sunday, because Cheshire United and Wyndham Town, one of them will at least get a point. So that's Division 1 South East. Division 1 South West, there's no game for Cardiff City this weekend, so they could drop even further behind the likes of Exeter City and Bournemouth, but they will have 2 games in hand early on. Other team not playing this weekend in the Division 1 South East is Swindon Town. Maidenhead United supposed to get their season underway away at Portishead this weekend. Keynsham Town against AFC Bournemouth. Larkhall Athletic against Moneyfields. As I said, Portishead Town against Maidenhead United. Chelsea take on AFC St Austell. And Southampton women face Exeter City. So 2 good teams there at the bottom in Southampton and Exeter. AFC St Austell still looking to get off the mark, as are Keynsham Town, Larkhall Athletic, and of course Maidenhead United. So interesting to see what happens there as well with those fixtures over the weekend. No, of course, Cardiff City, who started the season so strongly. They've got a plus 15 goal difference from just 2 games. But they're going to fall a couple of games behind and I'll have to play catch up against the likes of Exeter and Bournemouth. And that's it for this week's Women's Football Chat. As I said, a longer one, has had so many results to go through. But just Sunday this week, so it should be next week. Should have more of the information on there. We'll have tables with teams having played 4 games. We'll look ahead to the determining round of the Cup as well. But if you're at one of the games tonight, then enjoy it and obviously support your local team. As I say at the end of every week's show, thank you so much for watching and or listening, however you've consumed this week's podcast. Your support is very much appreciated. I think last week's show went over 50 views, which was great for a show that didn't have a guest on it. Normally they're a bit lower, but thank you so much for the support on that show. It does seem to be the show does seem to be growing now at the start of this season, which is great for me. And this is episode number 50 as well, so half a century of women's football chats I've done now for you, we'll probably be getting towards 100 by this time next year. But thank you very much for watching. As I said, games tonight, games on Sunday, so keep supporting your local women's football team. Get down there if you can, either tonight or on Sunday. Thank you very much for watching and listening, and goodbye.